Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Wagwan people, and welcome back to another episode of the Villa Save here on our channel. We are back into a live episode here because obviously we have now entered the January transfer window, so we're going to be getting all of our transfer business done. Want to do it on camera. We're not obviously going to go for a complete squad overhaul because I just don't think that's very realistic to do in January. Obviously it happens a couple of times, but not really every single time, so we will probably look to do a bit of business. Wow, Tyrone Mings is actually older than Courtney House. I didn't even realise that. Yeah, we'll look to do a bit of business to kind of bolster us to go forward with the rest of this season, and then next season obviously is when we'll do our big chunks of business. You guys have obviously been in the comments suggesting loads of transfer targets. I have shortlisted some of them as well as a couple of my own targets. We've got like Cambiasso and stuff like this. Martinez was a big one that a lot of you asked me to look at. His contract was expiring at one point. It looks like he's signed a new contract anyway, so he won't be available on a free transfer, but it could be someone that we still look to bring in. Got a bunch of centre-back options here as well, along with a couple of guys that you guys obviously have suggested. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of players I would like to bring in. I don't know why I have Zigankov in that. I really need to stop pressing that. Yeah, I'm not really 100% certain. I think we definitely want to bring in a centre-back, maybe another full-back for rotational purposes. We don't have loads of rotation. I'm not going to make an offer for anyone straight away. We have received an offer from Newcastle here for Morgan Rogers. However, he's not a player I'm willing to let go, so we will not be even entertaining the possibility of letting Morgan Rogers go anywhere at the moment. I thought we only had a couple games in January. We have so many. We probably won't play all of these games. Like the Harrogate game in the FA Cup, I probably won't play. I didn't realise our January was going to be this busy as well. This could be a long episode, having just seen that. Scotland offering us the management position. I'm going to reject that for now. I might take a national job next season, but not this one. We do have a game in literally 2 days as well, which I might sim against Leicester. But we'll decide that when we get there as well. Transfer offer in from Barca to take Luca Dean back to Barca. I believe he did come from there. I think he went to Everton from Barca. I'm going to see if they'll go 15. Okay, well, never mind. Push my luck on that one, clearly. I probably should have just sold him. However, it's quite short notice to bring somebody else in. I think we probably would have been able to get away with it. Offering for Emi Buendia here. He has been kind of an important player for us, but at 28, if we could flip him for a decent chunk of cash from what they're offering. Wow, I might have set these negotiations way too difficult because just absolutely nobody's even willing to talk to us. Philogene wants to play against Leicester. I think it's a difficult one. I like to generally play the first game of the episode, sorry. But I think we could get away with simming this one. Obviously, we simmed our last 2 games. We are on 5th at the moment. 2 points above Spurs, same points as Arsenal and a point behind United. Obviously we're fighting for those Champions League spots. I think I might sim this though, if I'm honest. I think if we sim the FA Cup and then this one in the 4-3-3. I have seen your guys' suggestions for the what was it? 4-2-1-3, I think it is, which I will look to set up after this. And yeah, we're going to quick sim this one, so let's hope for a win. is a 3-0 win for us, a nice big win. Watkins, Philogene and McGinn wrapping up 3 points for us. Very nice. Couple players with training done. Philogene now getting his inside forward on left wing. I'll change it for the left mid version. He can keep training on that. And John McGinn has got box to box plus as well now, which is nice. I'm going to go and quickly set up those tactics that you guys were talking about. So I'm thinking if we play this formation, we'll play it something like this. We'll have the playmaker role. It does make the midfield a little bit strange in transitions, maybe. I was tempted to put Jacob Ramsey on Shadow Striker, but I feel like that might make things a little bit more difficult midfield wise, so I think I'll keep him on playmaker roaming for now. I might even train him in that centre half. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do with that formation. Get a couple pluses in play style, be a high line again, not mega high but higher, so that could be an option to try that out. So what I've done is set it up so the 4-3-3 is our default starting. We then have the 4-2-1-3 to switch into if the 4-3-3 isn't working for us. So I think that should probably help us a little bit more, because then I can switch that to the active tactic if we like that one more. And then we can kind of try and incorporate both and see which ones we prefer the feel of. So hopefully that satisfies you guys. I think that's a pretty good way to go about it, so that we can try out both and see which we prefer. But yeah, besides from that, it's still just a case of advancing. I'm doing a couple more bits of scouting, so once that's done, I'll let you guys know on that, and we may even go in for a signing, probably a centre back. So we've got a transfer offer in for our young man Adu here. Yeah, there's no way I'm letting him leave yet. There's not enough money for 1. 2, I think he could potentially grow decently if he keeps getting bits of games like he is. Transfer offer from Leverkusen for Ollie Watkins. I think I might entertain offers for Ollie Watkins in the summer, maybe, if they're like top end. So like the top end of the range said that we could get almost 100 million. If we're getting something in that range, I think I'll entertain them. For now, at this point in January, we cannot afford to let a player like Ollie Watkins go. I mean, I think he's on over 20 goals for us already. Right, so we are at the FA Cup game. Like I said, I am going to sim this game, and we are also probably going to heavily rotate the team in this one. I'm not overly concerned about what happens in this game, if I'm honest. If we do get knocked out of the cup competitions at the minute for me are just not really important. I think that's the team we'll go for. We're just going to quick sim it, like I said. Not too concerned about what happens if we do get knocked out. If we do end up getting knocked out, 2-0 to Harrogate. We have 6 shots, 4 chances, but don't convert any. They have 2 shots, 2 chances, and convert both. So we are at the FA Cup, but like I said, we're not concerned about cup competitions right now. Transfer offer here for Yuri Tielemans from PSG, which actually, considering he hasn't played a lot of football for us, I would entertain letting Yuri go. Let's see what they say to that. They're actually happy to meet 28. Damn, I probably could have gone higher than 28. I wouldn't be against letting Yuri go and bringing somebody else in his position though, because like I say, he literally isn't playing for us right now. So let's see what happens with that. Not a lot of time to see what's going to happen with that though, because we are already at the next match, which is against Everton. They're in 13th, we're in 4th at the moment. So we now have leapfrogged both Spurs and United and are 2 points ahead of them. You can see by our goal difference, we definitely need more goals in our team. So we probably will look to bring in a winger. Don't know whether it will be this month or next season, but we definitely need to bring in a winger at some point. I'm going to do this press conference. I'm not going to do a press conference like how we used to do it last game. If you guys want those back in on live episodes, let me know. I'm not putting press conferences in anymore because the questions, unfortunately, with the new FCAI, are still terrible. Like I said, we are going to be starting things off in the 4-3-3, so we'll go in with that and then we'll see how things go from there, hopefully. Not too badly. Let's take a look at the Everton lineup. First things first. Pickford in goal, as you would expect. O'Brien, Tarkowski, Young, Rico Henry, Idrissa Gueye, James Garner, McNeil, Doucouré, Harrison, and Beto up top. We actually had a pretty tough game against Everton last time we played them, so I can't even remember what that ended. I think it might have ended in a draw, but we are playing the 4-3-3 to start this one off. So let's see what we can get done away from home. John McGinn picks this up. Can't do anything on the ball though. Why has Pau Torres not recovered? Why did Pau Torres not start running back there when I switched to him? I switched to him, but he just kept running forward. Not starting life off very well in this game at Goodson Park. I just switched to him there, and he just didn't ever really get going. It's a good finish from Doucouré one-on-one. Poor start from us defensively though. We've kind of been all over the place. Find Matty Cash. He tries to cross one, but Rico Henry will deflect it. Corner for us now. Whips one towards Ollie Watkins. Not going to go near to Ollie in the end though. Jacob Ramsey hits one on the spin. It's a good save from Jordan Pickford to push it around the post though. Time to go again with the corner. McGinn whips it towards Kamara, who wins it powerfully in the air, and Boubacar Kamara, who started the season on the bench for us but has become quite big for us, gets us back on level terms. What in the God is going on there? I didn't need to see that. Seems to be whenever it looks unlikely that your player is going to be able to win a header is when they win it. Because James Garner probably should be the one winning that, considering he's planted and in position. Again, finds Watkins. Watkins to find Philogene. Oh, Philogene gets the shot off, but tight angle. Tarkowski was closing it. Because we aren't managing to crowd them out. The centre-backs aren't doing particularly great. I think I will switch to the new formation and see how that goes. Our press onto the back line is so poor as well in this game. It just feels like in this game we're just not rolling. I don't know what it is. Look how deep the back line is. What am I meant to do? That's a horrible pass. It's not where I wanted that to go at all. Watkins does circle around. That's another save by Jordan Pickford. Just not really the overall performance that we could have had. It's not a bad performance. I would say we'll probably play the 4-2-3 one that you guys suggested, and then have the 4-3-3 as maybe a more of a backup, and make it a bit more attacking or something. I might even push the lines higher up, because I don't think the line difference that I had there from what I had before was working in our favour. Weird one for us. It's a point at the end of the day. Probably disappointing. We want to be walking away with 3 against Everton, to be fair, but we have to take those. Let's see what the stats are saying at the end of the game. I mean, we did have the better of the game. Jordan Pickford did pull out a lot of very good saves. It's a point. We can't be too down on it. So we do remain in 4th place. United have now hopped back up over Arsenal and us, but we are still in 4th place. We do have, actually Arsenal haven't played yet, so Arsenal could knock us out of the top 4 as well. So we've had some scout reports back. Oh, for God's sake. That was definitely a thing. Oh, it was last year, I think, to look at different stats. A lot of you suggested getting Kevin Danso in, so I'm going to go ahead and see what we can get. I might even try and send Mings their way. Guys, stop being stubborn. It's 300 grand difference. Just go to 19. You only want 200 grand more. Oh my goodness, guys. Just go 19. Jesus Christ. So Tyrone Mings may be going to France with us getting Kevin Danso coming back the other way. which would be a good way to solve 2 issues. Give him an important role, which he's happy with. Offer him 4 years? He's happy with 4 years. Good, I don't care about release clause either. Why do they never offer to start the bidding? I'll take him up to 40 with a 300k sign on. They're an insult, really? It's a 5k rise? I'm going to go back in for Danso, so we'll wait. Yuri Tielemans will be leaving us to go and join PSG. So I've got ice in my mouth. I've got a sore throat, so I'm trying to keep it cool so I can talk. 28 million. I think that's a good sale for us personally. He wasn't playing loads for us. There is somebody I want to personally bring in as a player that I've been interested in signing for a while in career modes, but never really got the opportunity to. So I'm going to try and do that now, and that is Rio Hatate. Obviously, smaller player, plays for Celtic, but I'm a big fan of him in real life. I think he's a very good player. Brought him in. Is there anyone else I could let go? I'm going to keep Tyrone Mings for the other deal. I don't remember what I offered first now. 9.5. 12.7 with 10%. 10 with 10%. They're going to take some time to think about it, which isn't great for us because obviously we've got Arsenal. Arsenal game up for us next. Oh, they've already come back from the Hatate offer. Why was that so far down the list? Negotiate again. They've gone up to 14. They were debating 9. Now they've gone up to 14. 12.5. You know what? I'll accept 12.5. See if we can get Hatate in here. However, I clearly need to be careful with the wages that I'm offering, considering I insulted Danso last time. Rotation. He's on more than Danso is. I'm happy with rotation. I'll offer him a 3-year deal. He's happy with. Disregard release clause. He's on 40 grand a week at the moment. Rotational player. I'm going to offer him 30 and then give him a mil sign on. They want 49. Fucking 49 is a lot of money, guys. And then bring the sign-on bonus down to 700k. I'm going to take some time to think about that. That's actually probably better because that's going to give me the chance to look at our squad quickly and take stock of our wage structure, because I feel like I'm offering maybe really low wages or something right now. Let's see. Ollie Watkins, 160, that makes sense. Anyone, I want to find like our rotational players and see what they're on, obviously. Oh, I mean, Ross Barkley is an 82. Maybe I'm being really harsh with wages then. Maybe I haven't factored in. Yeah, actually, I think I'm actually being harsh with wages. Okay. I hadn't checked that beforehand. I should have checked that before I started offering out wages. We can be a lot more frugal with the amount of wages that we're offering, considering the wage structure. I think I'm still working on the basis of like trying to keep wages as low as possible, and obviously forgetting we're at a Premier League club where there's a lot of money. I'll start offering slightly better wages because I think I'm actually shortchanging people right now. We have got a game against Arsenal. I actually think I've just seen there. Yeah, so Spurs must have won the North London derby because Arsenal is still in 6th. We've dropped down to 5th. Yeah, Spurs. Oh, was it 1-1? No, can't have been because they were both overtaken us. Let's go see where it was. It was 3-2 to Spurs in the end. So we're now we're level on points. Spurs a point in front of Arsenal, but we are currently in 5th, just outside the Champions League spots where we ideally want to be finishing. Not going to be an easy game whatsoever. It's definitely going to be a tougher game for us. Arsenal obviously having an uncharacteristically poor season for their standards, you would have to say. So maybe we can capitalise on that, but it's always that thing that I talk about in FIFA, that this one's definitely a lot better than last year, that the lower down teams seem to play more to their standard rather than last year, regardless of who you were. if they played against you, they would play just out of their absolute skin, and it would be a crazy game. We know that if we perform well, we can definitely play to the top level. Obviously trying the new formation and this one from the start as well. So hopefully we can get something done. Edamila Tau in their backline. Kieran Tierney playing, which is surprising. Mikel Marino in there as well. Jesus and Saka. No Havertz, which is interesting. Adrian Rabiot on their bench. He started against us the last time we played them, I think. Wait, have we started in the 4-3-3? Shit. We started in the wrong formation. We have to switch it when we get into the game then, but whatever. It should be fine. Martinelli back to Jesus. McGinn is with him the whole time. Cross to Bukayo Saka. What was Luca Digne doing there? Luca Digne is just an absolute no man's land. I even tried to get him to go across to Saka and he just wouldn't. It's a good cross to be fair, but Luca Digne, yeah, you're watching, mate. What use is that? Well, Bukayo Saka's heading the ball into the back of the net. Tough job, just got a lot tougher. We aren't starting games particularly well right now, which is a bit of a worry. Luca, come on, Digne. Get over to him, man, for God's sake. Try and hold our shape a bit. Marino. Hello, Consa. Don't... Consa! Oh my God. What is that in our box? What's that? Why is it so vertical in our box? That's from the replay. Oh my God, Luca Digne! Luca Digne is doing my absolute fucking head in, man. If we get enough of him, he's going, because he's literally cost us 2 goals there, as well as the vertical thing in our box, because that completely distracted me. Oh, God damn it, man. We're just starting games so badly. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have passed it to him there, but I didn't think he'd get closed down that quickly. I don't know why all of our passes are literally, like, fired in so quickly. It's impossible to control them. Ollie Watkins. Oh.
Well, I'd like to know your thoughts on the transfer that's finally taken place, Sue. It seemed to take a while, but it's all systems go now. Brilliant work by the man in goal. That's a top stop.
There is... I don't know what it is. Something is just not... I don't know if it's the formation. I don't know if the players aren't showing up. Something's not right, though.
Away they go. That's a lovely ball. There might be something building now. Looking to cut inside.
That's a foul, surely.
And there's the whistle. It's a penalty.
Is that a pen? I have to watch the replay on that because I'm not sure.
Well, he's a bit fortunate not to get booked there, I think.
Oh, that's on the edge, you know. Good pen from Ollie Watkins. We know from the spot he's likely to be able to get one for us. 2-1 now. It's a bit of a suspicious penalty, but it did look just in the box. I think probably in real life it might have been overturned to be a free kick, but we don't have VAR in this game, so we can't rely on it for that. I'm thinking maybe do I just put Jacob Ramsey as a shadow striker? Good ball to Leon Bailey. Can we find Ollie Watkins here? Oh, we can. It's a good ball. Oh, what a ball that is, and Ollie Watkins doesn't let us down again. 2-2 now. We have turned it around. We have to hold on and try and not make any defensive mistakes, which I'm absolutely famous for. But that is a great ball over the top, and it's a great finish in the end by Ollie Watkins into the top corner. What? Who's just stepped up there? Oh, Kamara, you might have just cost us the game. Why did he step out? What is he doing? Why has he stepped out?
Well, here's the replay, and he does really well. He takes his
He's not even trying to get back in.
Striker's job relatively easy.
Oh man, Kamara, are you joking? It's been so big for us, even dropping into those positions, but that is an absolute joke from him.
Leon Bailey. Could turn out to be a really
Oh,
good
Watkins
ball.
is in behind again. Tierney could get a tackle in. We do get an instant equaliser though. Hat-trick for Ollie Watkins. Chip over the top, and again Ollie Watkins does exactly the same thing. Those are the runs that we need to be finding.
We can have another look at this. It's a great
Kieran Tierney should probably do better, and David Raya should probably do better as well.
Just watches it fly past
Let's
him.
hope now that we aren't going to make any more mistakes here.
Bailey.
Good ball. Leon Bailey, can he get on that? Yes, he can. Late on here from Leon Bailey. Fine, Philogene. Where's Philogene going?
The right area, but nobody able to capitalise. He takes it on.
Oh, good strike. Why did Philogene do that?
What a well, that's how
Good
to clear
header. Can Philogene have a late attack? Will the referee let us have it? That's the question. He will.
Ramsey. Could be a chance.
Oh!
So that's it. All square.
I mean, what a thriller of a game that was. 3-3 in the end. We almost... I thought we'd lost when Kai Havertz scored, but we do manage to go straight through again with Ollie Watkins. Have a chance to win it late there. Unfortunately, Philogene just couldn't quite get away from Ben White. What a game. We have to take a point, to be fair. It's a pretty good performance all round. Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know. That game was... I mean, it's a pretty even game overall. It's a weird game, that one, because we didn't dominate. We didn't get dominated. It kind of just is okay. So we are back up into 4th after that game. United haven't played yet, so they have a chance to take it back off of us. It's a pretty furious fight for these Champions League spots right now. I mean, even West Ham are still in the conversation, with it being only 22 games into the season. So there's still plenty of games left to play. Spurs are 2 points ahead of us. I just absolutely twatted my ankle onto my chair. That really hurt. Yeah, I think we're definitely battling where we're meant to be. So we're not having a disappointing season or anything. I just think there's a couple performances that maybe could be better overall. But I don't know why this is still here, because we literally are in... We're still in negotiations, so I don't know what it wants me to do about that. Hatate wants 55k. I'm actually probably just going to accept that, because obviously I was being really harsh and not even realising how harsh I was being with our transfer negotiations. So we will bring Rio Hatate in to be our replacement for the outgoing Yuri Tielemans. Could sign him for us, and I think actually in the end ends up being a decent price as well. So here he is at Hatate. I think he's got pretty decent all-round stats, so he can play cam and CM, so he'll definitely be able to rotate in that midfield with probably Jacob Ramsey mostly, but maybe even drop in if we're playing the 4-3-3 as well. See, decent physicals all-round, pace-wise, agility-wise. Stamina could probably do with a bit of work, but it's not too bad overall. Needs a bit of work on defensive stuff. His technicals are all very good. My god, he's got a lot of playstyles. Didn't even realise. 7 playstyles on Hatate. But yeah, Hatate in for us. I don't know how... Oh, he's at Champions League stats, that's why. Since we're here, let's take a look at how many goals Ollie Watkins has now. 9 in the league, 4 in the Champions League. So he actually has 23 goals this season. In 32 games, because not 32 games, in 29 games I think it is, because we're not counting the friendly matches at the beginning of the season. But that's where you can see the fall off, because then Leon Bailey is 7 in 25, so Morgan Rogers and Philogene not really showing up. So I think after we try and sign Kevin Danso, we should probably look towards a winger to try and help us with goals. However, not a lot of time for us before we get into the next game. Nice little news thing for us here. So these are actually our last 2 games of the Champions League group stage, and we're sat in 5th at the moment. So we're looking in a decent position to maybe be able to continue forward. Again, press conference I'm not going to do. Then we'll get into the game on camera. Then we'll get into the game, unless there's something else here, which there is, because there's 2 offers out of nowhere, which I can't see. Matty Cash, our Courtney House hasn't agreed a contract with QPR, so we might use him in the swap deal. Lens want Matty Cash. I'm going to go for 32 because I think they'll reject it out of hand, which they do. I don't know how much of this I can show because I still don't know if the Champions League theme is actually copyrighted this year or not. So I'm going to try and talk over it a little bit. It's getting louder in my ears though, so I might end up shouting at you guys by accident. Monaco are currently sat in 34th, I think it is. I'm quite surprised by that because they actually do have a decent team all round, but they clearly are struggling a little bit. Andreas Pereira on the team as well. They clearly are struggling a little bit. It's a shame they don't have Monaco's actual stadium in this game because it's a nice stadium. So let's see who they have. Drusi on the bench. Kerr on the bench as well. Karen Enrique. Jackie in that. Karen Enrique, Selisu, Singo, Teze, Matazo, Zakari in the midfield too. Lino, Pereira, can't say that name, and Balogun up top. Prefer to do. So our team is pretty similar. Martinez in net, obviously, as you know. Kamara and Torres at the back. Madison and Cash. Buendia, McGinn and Onana in the midfield. Don't know why it's saying Buendia is a CDM because he most definitely isn't playing there, but I'm going to check that now just in case because that scares me. No, it's just it still hasn't got the lineup quite right. If we can find Morgan Rogers on the wing here. Singo tries to come across, gets sent. Was Ollie Watkins onside? Yes, he was. I should have taken that further forward. Well, why does Kamara just keep moving out of the way? A lot of their counter attacks against me come from. Emmy, what the actual fuck? I full powered that to send it to the other side, and Emmy's just rolled it to the man stood directly in front of him. Addy, you need to be... Yeah. Oh, that's a good save from the Jackie. He probably should have taken the shot a bit earlier. I need the cam to be popping up in that area, Emmy.
Pereira. And they want to see a shot here. They found a way through.
Boubacar, man, it's so easy to play around you. It's like you don't have eyes. What are you doing? Such an easy pass around you. Disappointing. Sorry, I have to take a sip. Feels too easy to play around us in defence, man. I don't know what that is, but like, look at Boubacar here. What is he doing? I can't switch to him in time either. Like, I need some help there. I can't cover that. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Yeah, we're not showing up in this game at the moment. Like the Arsenal game, I know we started slowly, but we did actually show up. This game, we are not showing up. It's like we're not here. Oh, that is so poor. Have we actually just given another goal away?
And the keeper could be in trouble. And he's beaten the keeper with a lovely little dink. A finish of real confidence.
Yeah, we're not playing well in this game. I don't really have an answer as to why. We cannot be giving the ball away there, boys. That is so shit. There's just no options. Yeah, I don't know. Well beaten in this one, to be honest. Very, very poor game from us overall. Very poor game. Not really any comments besides from that. We just literally just did not show up whatsoever. No passes, no runs, no movement. Like 6 shots, I don't even feel like we had even better possession. Really don't. We only dropped down to 6th at the moment, so still in the top 8. We might drop out of that though, to be honest. It's looking more likely that we will. We are also down to 5th now with both Spurs and United overtaking us by 2 points. Yeah, don't know what's going on there. We just really weren't getting through them. I'm happy with the 2-year legs. I probably won't play for me anytime soon. Yeah, we just did not get through them whatsoever. There was no penetration whatsoever. We can go in for Danzo again, so let's see. I can't remember what I ended up offering overall. For God's sake. Right, there we go. 21 plus Tyron Mings. We can obviously now offer better wages than what I thought we were offering before, as I've said 94 times. I was being a stinge bag and I didn't even realise it. Right, you can have 76, but this got to be 250. Right, there we go. Kevin Danso will be coming in. He'll obviously go straight into the starting lineup, most likely, because we've had some issues with Ezri Konsa, which does give us a better rotational option because we haven't really had any rotational options. Tyrone Mings gets his move away as well, which we were looking to try and do because Tyrone didn't really play for us too much. So decent overall move for us, I would say. Obviously next up I think I'm going to try and look for a winger, and there's one that you guys suggested that I'm quite eager to try and go and get, because you did make a lot of you made good points that he's not the club he's at. Probably don't want him too much right now. Yeah, so there is an attacking player that I think I will try and bring in now, based on the money that we have. What money do we have? Because he shouldn't, in my estimation, be too expensive. Is this man who is right at the top? Current market value is 24 million. Ansu Fati obviously fell out of rotation at Barcelona, then did end up getting shipped off on loan to Brighton. However, Brighton didn't take up the option. Well, I don't even know if they had an option to sign him. Stanisic, however. What I will do, though, is I will offer them Luka Dean, because they did actually want Luka Dean before, plus the 15 million. On a 1% sell-on clause, which is fine. They wanted Luka Dean. I'm not against letting Luka Dean go, and we can bring in another fullback of our own choosing. Ansu Fati definitely looking to be part of the squad. I'll offer his sign-on bonus. Right, well, I'll down his sign-on bonus. You know what? I'll give you 60 if this can be 450. There we go. Ansu Fati will be our next signing. Was very eager, it seems, to come and join the team, because he was willing to take a pay cut to come to the team, willing to take a rotational option as well. And Luka Dean gets his move to Barcelona. Here he is, Ansu Fati, can play cam, left mid striker. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep him with striker. I'm probably going to try and retrain him to play left wing. With Digne going, though, I am going to take this opportunity to go in for a signing of our own. And there's a player that I do like the look of a lot, and it is Alfie Doughty. Obviously, currently in the Championship with Luton. I thought he was a very good player when he was in the Prem last season. 25 years old, I think. Decent age, and 78 rated currently. So I think he looks decent for a Prem left back. From 12.5 with the 10%. I'm going to take a little time to think about it, which is fine by me. Nice business going on here though at the moment. Oh, nice. It says this is actually really cool. Here we go, ×2, because obviously we've just got 2 deals done here. So you can see that we've agreed for. It's annoying that he's in the lens background though, because obviously he's coming to Aston Villa. So I don't know, bit of a weird one, but I like that it says here we go ×2. That's pretty cool. I'm not happy with the amount we're offering for Doughty, so we're gonna go back in. They want 14.9 still. 14.8, fine. I'll go 14.8. It's 100 off for what they said without the sell on as well. So it's a decent little. What am I saying? Saving, I would say. Hopefully he doesn't want too much money, and then we can get another signing done here. No release clause. He wants 67. Alfie, mate, that's a bit much for me. You're only on 30. I'll offer you 55 and a higher sign-on of 750. Hey, the Wham Grandad's still in the game. I've just seen him in the background there. Absolutely strutting through like the beast he's built to be. I'm going to take some time to think about it. I'm not feeling going up to 67, I have to be honest. That's a, what, 37k rise in wages for him? Not that I've got a problem with that, but it's not something I want to pay for. Maybe I'll give you a 640 signing bonus. Alright, they will take it with the signing bonus. So Alfie Doughty will be joining us. Well, why didn't he just say he wanted more of a signing bonus then? Could have done that easily. So we have to go through all that drama. So Alfie Doughty will come in. He is now our rotational left back behind Matson. Should probably be a little bit more attacking than Luca Dean was, with more pace. So should be a decent addition to the side overall. I think for now, that's where I'm going to leave things until we make a couple of sales. Or if we make a couple of sales. I like the business we've done there so far, so I'm going to advance. We have West Ham in 2 days, so we'll start gearing up for that one. We are going to see our young, I think Serbian, leave for a 2-year loan to Swansea. We have an offer coming in for Leon Bailey from Iosi Perez. Are you joking? I'm not even going to entertain that just because Iosi Perez. We are at the game against West Ham. We are in 6th, as you can see. West Ham in 7th, just behind us. So we have had a little bit of a slip again. I think Arsenal have already played so far. That's why, yeah. Arsenal have played, so they're on equal points with us at the moment. It's just our goal difference, really, that's holding us back, I would say. Everything else, we're actually looking decent on, but goal difference, we just haven't scored enough goals besides from only Ollie Watkins, really. We are nearing the end of January as well, so we'll see if there is any more business to be done. We're back at home for this one. I think our last 2 Premier League games, actually all of our last 3 games in this episode have been away games. It's not going to be an easy game again though, because West Ham obviously are trying to fight for Europe just behind us as well, so we're going to have to be on our best, which we haven't necessarily been. Definitely last game we weren't. Arsenal, we started very slowly, but we did eventually get there. Let's take a look at our lineup. Obviously, stalwart Emi Martinez is going to be in net for us. He is a good keeper for us. Danso is making his debut alongside Torres. All the pictures are in the wrong place, which I'm not really sure why that's a thing, but sure. Doughty making his start at left back as well. Let's take a look at West Ham. Fodringham in goal. Mavropanos, Tadibo, Di Lorenzo, Emerson, Souček, Guido, Somerville, Pablo Tor, Kudus, Antonio. Terrified of Mohamed Kudus, if I'm honest.
He looks fit, he looks sharp, and he's full of confidence.
Oh my God! Good save again. Again, we're not starting well. Jacob Ramsey has given the ball away every single time he's touched it so far. So, Philogene finds Doughty. Good cross from Doughty to Philogene. Alfie Doughty on his debut with an absolute peach of a cross to the head of James Philogene, who really couldn't miss from that position, you would have to say. But that is exactly the kind of start you want from a new signing. Look at this cross from Doughty here. Floats it. Tadibo doesn't gamble on it. Philogene running through the middle of both defenders. And it's a nice little header. Wes Fodringham doesn't have a chance that close up. Alfie Doughty, take a bow for that assist on your debut. Getting us the lead early on. Pablo Tor, Souček, and Somerville. Oh my God! There's no way they deserve that kind of luck there, man. Are you joking? Danso does well to block the shot, but Emi Martinez is lying on the floor. I mean, we can't be blamed for that at all. That's just purely the fact that for some reason the game has made Emi Martinez lie on the floor, making what seem like simple passes to me. Oh, I hate that. What are you doing, Pau Torres? I haven't even pressed a button.
He has teammates around him. Really sitting deep now. That could be problematic.
Oh, Ansu Fati on his debut. What a bit of dribbling that was. That's why we brought him in, for that extra goal threat, and he's shown it there. Wonderful bit of dribbling. Nice finish as well, to be fair. He's got that agility that when he gets it on the turn, when you play it into him and he can turn inside like that, there's no chance for Di Lorenzo, and by the time he's taken the shot, Todibo can't plant himself. Good work there from Ansu Fati. It's a nice little bit of play, patient play from us as well. Bailey.
John McGinn. Stanisic. Atate. Showing patience as well as persistence.
Great play from us again there. Everyone playing very well. Finds the main man, Ollie Watkins, gives us the 2-goal lead. It's exactly what we need as well, to haven't been playing well defensively in the last couple. Great little pass and move from everyone. We find the space at the end there, and it's a great finish into the top bins from Ollie Watkins. 3-1 now. Maybe I have started to find that if I just slow down in attack and stop rushing, maybe we'll have better chances. That one. Atate into Ansu Fati. Can he get a second on his debut? Oh! When someone gets the ball there, I don't know. God damn it. When they get the ball in that middle area, I don't know, should I rush the it switches me to a centre-back. I don't know then, should I rush the centre-back out? Should I leave the centre-back in? I don't know what to do. Fati wanted that second goal again. It is a 3-2-1 in 3-2-1. No, that's not. That's not even remotely close to what it is. 3-2 win in the end. Not the smoothest still, I would say. I think there's still some stuff I need to work out with the actual positions that we're putting players in. I don't know if necessarily using the centre half tactic is working for us in the way that I want it to. I don't think it's enabling our midfield to really have that possession over the ball, so we might have to change that a little bit. But overall, a decent enough performance from us. So yeah, back up into 4th. We are actually almost on the same goal difference as Spurs now, which will be a big help to us. Same points as United. It's a furious fight for these spaces, man. Honestly, a furious fight. This is our last game of the episode, and then we'll have deadline day, so let's get to that. Right, last game of the episode in the Champions League against Celtic. Like I said, I think they've now leapfrogged us into 8th place, so they're now currently holding the spot that we need by goal difference. Surprised they've scored. I'm surprised they're 4-1 and 2, to be honest, in the league phase. This is the last game to secure that 8th spot, though. So if we beat them, we've got a good chance. There's still a chance that AC Milan could finish above us if they score a significant amount of goals in their game. So it's still all to play for, I would say, but hopefully we can do something in this game. Right, last game of the episode, like I said a minute ago, up against Celtic. We have changed a couple of things tactically, just to see if I can have a little bit more of an influence on what I'm actually doing in the midfield and stuff. And hopefully not to concede off of kickoff within like 3 minutes, so that would be ideal, but we'll see how this goes. Like I say, vital game this one really, if we want to try and see ourselves through to the next phase. I think if you finish top 8, you skip the playoff phase, which will be the next one. Ansu Fati starting on the left, Rogers on the right, Tate's coming into the midfield as well. I am starting Konsa over Danso just because Danso was a little bit tired, but I didn't think it would make too much of a difference, hopefully. Hatate starting against his former club. He did basically ask to play, so I've changed him to a shadow striker as well, because I kind of want to get that cam roll when he's playing playmaker, they're not really, him and Ramsey aren't really dropping in to like help defensively, so it doesn't seem to make a difference. So I might as well have him further up. Let's take a look at the Celtic lineup.
Well, it looks like
Schmeichel in goal, as we expected. They not have
but also making sure that you're covered
Kyogo
defensively
anymore.
when they commit their players forward.
Scales,
quickly.
Johnson, Trusty, Bernardo, Engels, McGregor, Palmer, Furuhashi, Kuhn. So it looks like they don't have Furuhashi anymore.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
He is so agile on the ball. I love it. Matson inside to Ollie Watkins. Got tight angle. Oh, the deflection almost fell to Hatate there, but not quite. Great ball from the game. Stanisic. That was Rodgers.
Good ball in behind.
Brings it down well. Ollie.
Hit too hard to... Oh, excellent vision. Brilliant attempt. It very nearly went in.
Oh, that's a great volley. Catches it sweet.
What is
Doesn't
wrong
miss
with
by
Ollie
much.
Watkins in this game right now?
Hearing now of developments in the City game. Alex Scott has goal
Well
news.
done, so there.
Yeah, it's a third goal for Manchester City. The goalkeeper will be looking at himself on that one. He was totally out of position, and it was an easy finish. They're now behind by one.
And it's on now.
Oh, come on, man. Are you joking? After all of that? After all of that, another fucking mistake at the back.
Well, if we look at this again, he shows great vision and awareness to play the ball.
What is Matson doing? How do you not know he's there?
He just doesn't get his angle
My
right.
players are so blind defensively. It's actually
Needed a
embarrassing.
goal.
It's a shite run, John.
Surely the equaliser. The effort shut it.
Oh, I can't stand these lot at the
Moving
minute.
away. It's starting to feel like it's
Finally.
all square once again.
It's not even going to be enough. We're still not going to make it through to the next phase in the top 8. It's embarrassing that it's taken us that long to score against Celtic. Like, don't get me wrong, I know they're having a good run in the Champions League, but Jesus Christ.
So that's it. All square.
Really, we can only muster a 1-1 against Celtic.
Right. What are your thoughts, Sue?
Yeah, I agree. Really enjoying that.
Absolute
Both
rubbish
sides.
from us in that game, man. 9 shots to 2 and we don't make it count. Ollie Watkins, I have to say, Ollie Watkins absolutely cost us that game. I mean, look at these misses. This is embarrassing. How do you put that wide? And then this one as well. This one's even closer in, and he puts that wide. Wow. So we finish up in 11th place because Milan also won. They're playing Dinamo Zagreb and they absolutely slapped them. Celtic don't even make it through with that either in the top 8. So I don't actually know what happens next. I'm guessing the draw will be up soon. Performance-wise, not a great episode from us. We obviously got the 1 sim win, 1 played win. Then the 2 losses, sim loss to Monaco, and then 3 draws. Not great overall. I mean, it's not horrible because obviously we're not losing majority of games, but not great overall. So just before we do deadline day, we're going to do our youth scouting stuff. Obviously, you won't see all of this. He's probably looking like the best. I might leave him in here for now, though, just because the overall's not looking the greatest. We'll see if the potential evens out. Next one is this guy, Liam Farmer. He's 52 to 70 potential overall. I'm going to call him up and then leave this guy and see how he goes along. It's 591. None of those are really going to be players that I want to immediately call up. My game is glitched now though, so I can't actually go and look at my academy stuff, so we'll have to save it and come back in. Ronnie Hull still looking like he could be decent for us. 86 potential now. Prince Ali as well. Bailey, obviously, he was the guy that was in here before we even started scouting. His potential had dropped to 84, but we will keep him in next. It's still decent. I don't remember the name of the guy that we just called up, but he's not obviously at that higher end of potential that we were hoping it was going to be, because he had potential to be 70 overall and he's not up here. So yeah, we're on deadline day, so we'll take a look at the deals afterwards. But yeah, we're not really doing anything, so we'll see if there's any sales. I don't like that you actually have to go and check to see if you've been given any offers, because we've had one. Matt's in here, his got auto rejected. I would have rejected it anyway. Got auto rejected because I didn't even know it got sent in. Ezri Konsa is being offered the chance to play for City here. Obviously, I said if a big team come in for a player, I will give them the opportunity. At 27, Konsa probably will be his last big move. I'm going to ask for 35 though. They're happy for 35, so we're going to have to start looking for a potential replacement. I'm kind of tempted. I hate that, because I used to look at the valuations that way. I think I'd be tempted to sign maybe Bissek or Bade as a rotation player. So could do someone like Jacob Greaves, maybe even a Steve. He's a 6'4". Yes, he is. So Ezri Konsa will go and join City. That is fair enough. I think 35 million is a decent price. We'll see what the game thinks. Only a C. I think I could get 42. I think 35 is decent. Like I said, Leon Bailey, no chance for letting him leave to Wolves. We will go in for a replacement then. I think I'm going to try and get Bissek to be our replacement. Really going to be stingy over a couple $100 grand. There we go. Right, Bissek, let's try and give him a decent wage. Don't want to stinge anyone out like I have been in the past, and I'll give him a 800k sign on. He's happy with that, so Bissek will come in to replace the outgoing Ezri Konsa. I think that is a pretty good signing overall. That definitely, I think, you'd have to say that's a pretty apt replacement for Ezri Konsa, who we haven't got along with great anyway, so nice. Well, that's deadline day basically finished, so let's go take a look at the latest deals to get done on deadline day. Oh, we can see I didn't even know we could see the female transfers as well. That's cool. Anyone interesting moving? Wabi Kazri. I didn't know Wabi Kazri was still about. He's moving on a free to Norwich at some point, so that's interesting. A lot of free transfers going through here. No one. Tagliafico went to the Saudi Pro League for 11 million. Anybody else? Roland Salai is joining Lille. Hillianson to Napoli. Swanson making the move to City in the WSL. That's a pretty big one. Rui Silva has joined Fenerbahce. Grifo has gone to Sporting. Blaster to Villarreal. Zelik has moved. Ito moved. Kevin De Bruyne has moved to Atletico Madrid for 80 million. Obviously, Ezri Konsa. There's our Bissek one. Let's go and take a look at the top deals on deadline day then. Or top deals of January. Oh, so Eder Militao had only just joined Arsenal. Oh no, he hadn't. That's an absolute myth from me. Let's go on this. Can you not filter? So it's Kevin De Bruyne. No, not Palacios. Looking for the one. Manuel Akanji joined Tottenham in January. Griezmann, obviously, we saw that one go through. Anybody else? Ezri Konsa, we're on there now. Karnaseki, I think it is. That might be a butcher. Joined Bayern. I believe he's a goalkeeper, right? Yeah. Any other big January transfer windows? Matthias Tell has joined Atletico Madrid, so he's the Griezmann replacement from the looks of things, which is a big one. What the hell just happened to me there? Lobotka is signed for West Ham in January. Obviously, Tielemans going to PSG. That was our one. Bissek coming to us. Final get into Liverpool. We saw pop up in one of our games. Anthony Robertson, the player I was tempted to sign, joins Athletic Bilbao. Nuno Santos to Lazio. Bulka, who we didn't play against Bulka. We played against Majecki actually. Bulka joins Napoli. Danto, obviously Ardo. Oh shit! I didn't even see Kobe Mainoo moved in summer from United to Bayern. Pershers joined Brighton. Just saw the grief of one. Carter Vickers joined Club Bruges. Reinildo to Liverpool. Truffert to Brentford. So a couple of big deals, and then obviously our Doughty one. Don't really need to run through our ones, I don't think, but we'll just take a look at them just in case anybody's forgotten somehow. So yeah, we signed Hatate, Danzo, Fati, Doughty and Bissek, so I think that's a decent couple of additions. Obviously it's not like a huge overhaul. I'd say it's pretty significant but not like ridiculous. But yeah, with deadline being done, that is it for us. That is the end of this episode, the end of the window. House still cannot find himself a team, clearly asking for a lot. We will start off next episode with a game against Wolves, so tough game to start off. Well, not the toughest, but a tough game to kind of start off next episode. We do finish this episode in 4th, 1 point above Spurs. Our goal difference is looking up a little bit more now. We're now only 2 goals behind Spurs. Unfortunately, we do slip in the Champions League. Oh, but the next round is drawn, and we will be playing Dinamo Zagreb, which is somewhat of a fortunate draw for us, you have to say, because we could have been in trouble there. Celtic gets Sporting in the end. Juventus Bayern Munich is a pretty huge one for the playoff round. Liverpool Borussia Dortmund's big one as well. So hopefully we can perform to our best and beat Dinamo Zagreb. Like I say, ideally we should be able to, but you never quite know what could happen to us in a season. That will be in next episode, those games as well. So that is the end of this one. Please subscribe, turn on the notification bell to get notified by when the next episode is available to you, and I hope to see you in it. Peace.